A violent scene captured only in photographs. Police and civilians battling on the streets in the southern port city of Kaohsiung. But it didn't start out this way. On December 10, 1979, thousands of people marched through the city to celebrate Human Rights Day. They're also driven by a strong desire for political change. What they don't know is that they're setting in motion a series of events that will lead to democracy in Taiwan. The demonstration begins as a peaceful one, but it's met with state violence. Military police in full riot gear intercept the marchers. They toss tear gas into the crowds and beat them back.
But then as we came back almost to the 1 block away from the headquarters, there was this group of about 30 riot police, but they had electric batons. So I have this rather vivid image of them with their electric cattle prods.
So how does a peaceful march end in violence? There are multiple factors. The U.S. has just cut diplomatic ties with Taiwan in favor of the People's Republic of China. President Jiang Jingguo has just suspended all elections. He's worried that his party, the Kuomintang, or KMT's authoritarian grip on power is slipping. And at the same time, Taiwan's opposition movement is growing in both strength and size. They call themselves the Dangwai, literally meaning from outside the ruling party. It's a movement driven by a handful of bright, young pro-democracy activists. They can't run for office, so instead, they set up a political publication to spread their message. They call it Formosa Magazine.
事实上，他们就是想组一个新的党，但是我们知道说，在蒋介石到蒋经国的时代，阻挡的这个企图是不被允许的，是被禁止的。所以他们就想透过办一个杂志来做那个真正阻挡的事情。
Many of the magazine's founders go on to become the first leaders of what is now Taiwan's ruling party, the Democratic Progressive Party. They include a cabinet official, Chen, former Vice President Annette Lu, and former lawmakers Shi Mingde and Yao Jiawen. By the time of the December 10th protest, Formosa magazine is selling upwards of 100,000 copies for each issue. This rattles the KMT, which sees the Dangwai and its publication as a serious challenge to their rule. The government begins to crack down.
It was pretty much to the point that if the KMT renewed the elections, the opposition was on a roll. They would have done very well and pushed further for the end of martial law. The end of martial law would have brought down the KMT.
This is where most of the action that night took place. But if you came here today, you might never know what had happened. The magazine's former office now stands empty, and there's not much around to tell you that this was the backdrop to a pivotal moment in Taiwan's history. Today, a powerful reminder of the Formosa Incident is on display about 350 kilometers away at the Jingmei Human Rights Memorial Park in New Taipei. This is where the Kaohsiung 8, the 6 men and 2 women who were charged with inciting the unrest, were tried and sentenced to prison. It also contains the cells where the 8 were detained. The park and its facilities are a testament to how much Taiwan's pro-democracy activists sacrificed to achieve their goals, and how effective their struggle would be.
美丽岛事件其实它对台湾的影响，其实来自于说，民主这个东西，它有一些基本的价值，是你必须不能妥协，你不能放弃的。
At that time, it was very traumatic. It was quite traumatic, depressing, and it wasn't really until about 2 years later that we realized that it had made a considerable breakthrough. That the democratic movement kept going.
Interest in the park has risen since U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited in August. While the memorial recalls a dark part of Taiwan's history, it also stands as a symbol of hope, a defining image of the country's fight for its democracy. Patrick Chen, Klein Wang, Eric Tsai, and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.